Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. What about yourself?
I'm good. I'm cooking, I'm baking, I'm doing stuff that I haven't done really, or I normally am not in the practice of doing on a daily basis. Trying to, make some good choices, but then, it's so funny how I just like pull things out of the pantry and then I make like banana nut bread with extra sugar,
I have totally noticed that about myself where it's like, we resort to comfort eating sometimes when we're, especially when we're bored, it becomes like mindless really. And it's like, yeah, I do the same. I'll just go to the pantry and see what I have. Thankfully, one of the things, and that's what I love, we're going to talk about just healthy snacks and mindful eating. One of the things I do is I make sure I don't have very many unhealthy options at the house. Just
Those are
because,
so good to have around right now.
oh, what was that?
I said those are so good to have around right now.
Totally. And and I get it. I mean, there's times where I'm like, I just want to snack on some chips, and there's healthy chips, there's healthy versions of different things that you can do. And that's one of the things, we do as a household is minimize the unhealthy choices. So when we do the mindless eating, we at least have, more of the healthy choices.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm noticing it. I'm definitely going to the fridge. I see my husband doing it, my mom even at times, and we're just going in there out of boredom.
Yes. One of the easiest things to do, because remember, food from the time we were kids, right? We have this relationship with food, and it starts as a young child. When you didn't feel good as a child, like if you were upset or if you were sad or if you were always given food in order to comfort you. This is like certainly in our culture. I mean, I remember this clearly. My grandmother's kitchen was like so comforting,
Yeah.
because that's just culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that one, we're uncomfortable, two, we're completely bored, right? For the most part, many hours of the day, we're like, oh, what am I going to do? And I'm at home. So what do I do at home? I eat, I relax, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy to just mindlessly consume food when we're not hungry, when, maybe when we're thirsty, but we think we're hungry, that sort of stuff.
That
So,
totally can happen. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
So really it's just that's, and it's fine to do so, but the only thing is I would say also be mindful and like really ask your body, ask your body, not your tongue. Our tongue is very deceiving, and our tongue is always about the taste buds. And really just like listen to your body, because our body will always, again, we've talked about the intelligence of the body, and our body is always communicating with us, and it will let us know what is it that we need. And right now, nutrition is a big part of it.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So the point here, I think today is be mindful of what you consume, or at least try to be mindful. Or, another thing that I did actually a couple of days ago that was really good is I cut up a bunch of fruit and vegetables and put it on a plate and just put it on the kitchen counter. So then when we were like in and out, I noticed that that's what we would reach for.
Yep.
So that's also something good to do rather than like look at least that's planning some snacks, and that, and then that way at least it's mindful still rather than this mindless, like just let's grab and go.
Yeah. And another tip that I would love to share, and again, this is from my own household. Sometimes what I notice is my husband will just grab a container or a bag and just eat out of it. Well, I always say, well, grab a bunch, like measure it out so that way you actually know how much you're consuming. Otherwise, again, it becomes mindless because you can be watching TV and next thing you know, you finished a whole bag of chips. So that's another thing that I really wanted to share, because I noticed when people eat out of containers, you have no idea how much you ate.
Right. So. Well, once the bag's gone.
Yeah. And then you're like, OMG, that was a lot, right? And then you have no idea what the actual, like your body probably didn't even need all that, So.
Well,
Awesome.
this was good.
Yeah. It's a great one for hump day.
All right,
Awesome.
be well, be healthy. I'll see you
Yes,
tomorrow.
you too. Get some healthy snacks out there. Bye.
Bye.